Kobe Covington is another one where Dana White, how about if Usman wasn't here, Kobe would be the champion. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I think Kobe sucks. I don't think that he's as good as everybody thinks
You
he
think
is.
he sucks?
I think that compared to me, I think I'll be able to walk through him. I think that
Really?
he's a lesser version of Sean Brady, I think. Because if you're looking at the guys he's fought, he's beaten Woodley coming off of 2 losses. He beaten Masvidal coming off of 2 losses. Robbie Lawler coming off of 2 losses. He hasn't fought one of the guys that's in the top 10 right now. He's getting so much credit for losing close fights to Usman. Like, you're a good loser? Is that what people are trying to say to him? I'm like, bro, why does he get all that credit for? Because him and Usman stood toe-to-toe with each other. Neither one of them went for a takedown. Neither one of them tried to shoot at each other. They're just 2 wrestlers kickboxing. So because he made it a close kickboxing match with a wrestler makes him that much of a monster, pound-for-pound guy? I just don't think so.
Really? Interesting. I'd like to see that fight.
Yeah, but
Does he have a scheduled fight, Colby?
he doesn't have anything yet. But he's been missing. Like,
Well,
I'll
he got
keep
sucker
asking.
punched by Masvidal, and apparently he really got hurt from that.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I think
know?
it's hurt for court.
You think
but-
so?
Yeah, because I'm like,
I don't know. I know people who
You
know
think that
him. And he
bad?
said he actually got hurt. Yeah,
Like
he was
brain
fucked
damage?
up. He was fucked up for a while after that fight, apparently, or after that punch.
Like
We shouldn't
nerves
call it a
or-
fight.
yeah.
I don't know. I'd be talking out of my ass.
Yeah.
But my friend who knows him well said, dude, he got really fucked up from that punch because he didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
And Jorge just ran up to him and sucker punched him in the face.
But when you're that person, like, you have to have security with it. I'm like, all the trash talk you say, all the dumb stuff, all the people that want to kill you, I'm sure,
Right.
American Top Team, all the Brazilians you talk trash about, like, you don't think that somebody sees you on the street is going to hurt you. And that's what I feel like a lot of these guys need to start realizing is, like, you could say whatever you want to build a fight, but when you're talking about a guy's family, his kids,
Yeah.
like, he deserved it. I know that it was a sucker punch. It was dirty on Masvidal's end. Like, be a street fighter, go street fight him in the streets, hit him with something, but don't hit him and, like, run off. But I thought he
Yeah.
deserved it. I'm never gonna kick a man when he's down, but like, I
Right.
always kick Kobe Covington when he's down. Like, I don't care about Kobe Covington. Like,
That's hilarious.
I've had hate for Sean Strickland, and I've called him out before. And I was at the fight when he fought Pereira. And Pereira like knocked him out, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and Ali's like, brother, stop, don't go anywhere, don't say anything to him. I was like, bro, I was going to the bathroom. Like, I hate him, but I wouldn't like laugh at somebody that they just got
Right.
knocked out. Like, I wouldn't go up to, oh, you just got knocked out, lol, or anything like that, because I know what it is to get knocked out in the cage. I know what it is to want it that bad and be that close to achieving something, and you lose, fall flat on your face. So I would never talk trash about him. But if it was Kobe, I'd probably laugh and point and everything at him. Like, I don't care about Kobe.
So he's your number one dude that you hate.
Yeah, Kobe, yeah. Like,
Well, that's a real possibility for you.
if he comes back, like, people just don't know. I ask, when is he fighting? Oh, he's not fighting for a year. He's not gonna be fighting for a while. And then I'm looking at it like,
They say why?
I'm assuming because he's claiming brain damage with the court case. And I know, like, some lawyers, like injury lawyers, and he was like, yeah, when somebody comes in claiming brain damage, like, all I hear is cha-ching. Like, I know that I'm going to get paid for it because you could claim, like, future injuries or anything like that, like stuff that's going to happen in the future. So, and the court can't do anything like, well, we'll wait 10 years before we let you get paid or anything. And if you're suing Masvidal, who's worth millions of dollars, and you're claiming brain damage, and they see you take a fight, they're probably going to be like, how are
Right.
you going to take a fight if you have brain damage?
That's a good point. And that's really interesting, too. Is like, has there ever been a fighter that sued another fighter for a sucker punch? Has that ever happened?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think in the UFC it's ever happened before.
And I feel like that should be like guy code. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna call the cops or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna sue you off of that. And especially for them two, because they had a relationship before.
Right. They
So,
were roommates.
Yeah, you were roommates for that long,
Yeah.
and you're gonna sit there and go to court and sue them like that. That's, to me, that's soft. Like, I'm not gonna. If I'm Kobe, I'm gonna get revenge. If I'm Kobe, you already embarrassed him in the cage. All right, well, hire somebody on the street to jump Masvidal. All right,
Oh,
like, do
boy.
the same thing to him. But when you're getting to that level, it's like, it's street guys, and I'm not a guy that's gonna go to court or snitch or do anything like that. It's just, I just don't like that mentality.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because if he gets $1 million out of the settlement, you're like, well, okay. You know, I mean,
$1 million for chip tooth. All right.
it might. I don't know. I mean, if he really can prove brain damage, if he can prove that something really went wrong, I mean, we don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, his career might be over. Who fucking knows? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what happened to him. You know, it's like, sometimes guys get hit and they're fucked up. You
Yeah.
know, especially if you don't see it coming.
And especially, like, we've seen it with guys that get knocked out and they've never been the same
Yes.
from it.
Yeah.
And you're like, how the heck did this guy just change so much off of that? And you're like, they took that much damage in a fight, and you don't know which fight it's going to be. And that's why I tell guys, don't spar hard, because you don't want to lose those years, that toughness from your chin, because you can't gain muscles on your chin.
Right.
And I think Tony Ferguson was a big one of that. Like, after that Gaethje fight, he was never the same. And it's like a prime example of, like, bro, people get hurt and something changes in their body or their mind or something.
That was a beating, man. That was a beating. That Gaethje fight. Woof. That was a beating. And Tony caught him with a big uppercut early in the fight, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He had him
Yeah.
rocked.
Yeah, he had
But
him
he
at
just
the
decided
edge.
to stand and trade. And Gaethje, instead of loading up, he started Trevor Whitman in the corner, told him, like, settle down. Don't fucking try to take his head off with every shot. pick your shots, be technical, and then he started tuning them up. And when he started tuning them up, at the end of it, it was bad. And when I believe it was Herb Dean, when Herb Dean stopped it, I was like, "Ooh, good stoppage," because this is ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like moving away funny. I was like, he got too many shots.
Some guys are just too tough for their own good. And
that's Tony. He's so tough.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's so tough.
But you think back to those, like how you said, he almost dropped him at the end of the first, and you're looking back at Pereira and Adesanya, where he almost dropped him at the beginning of the first. You're like, how many of those fights are there where it's like one more second, this guy would have won, and the whole thing would have changed?
Yeah, if Izzy caught him with that punch 2 minutes to go instead of 2 seconds to go, who fucking knows, man? He could have stopped him in the first round.
Yeah, that was right there, and it changes everything in the whole division.
You know, Izzy almost stopped him in the second kickboxing fight they had, too.
Yeah.
Or, the second kickboxing fight. Because in the second kickboxing fight, the first one, I thought Izzy should have won a decision. It was very close, but I thought Izzy should have won. And the second one, Izzy had him rocked. Like, he had him wobbling, and then they came in and gave him a standing 8 count.
Yeah, I didn't know that like, and I felt like he should have let him drop first before giving him a standing 8 count.
Standing 8 counts are weird.
Yeah.
They're so weird. It's like, you're in trouble, I'm going to give you a break, versus you're in trouble, and then the guy stops you. Like, why? I don't agree with standing 8 counts. I don't understand it. But it's like, I think MMA rules are superior in that, like, there's no, like, you get dropped and you come back up. Because of the fact that there's ground fighting and ground and pound, when someone gets hurt and someone can put that person away, that's the end of the fight. There's a thing that happens in boxing when a guy gets dropped where you're like, 1, 2, and you get up, and then no one's hitting you. And they brush your gloves off, and they go, come to me, and there's all this time, and you have time to sort of get your equilibrium back and move around. That's probably worse for you.
Yeah.
It's probably worse for you.